here I am, and I'm filming my Glossy Box for the month of November. My name's Fawn, this is my channel, and I try to make it a happy place. I do unboxings, I do hauls, I talk about my animals, I do a little bit of everything and lots more besides. So if you'd like to make friends and you like the sound of the sorts of things that I do, please do give me a thumbs up, click subscribe, and most of all, comment. So this is my Glossy Box. Now I've just opened, literally half an hour ago, I just did my Look Fantastic beauty box. So this is almost like a battle of the boxes, but you're going to see them on separate days. I still have my red fingernail, so I'm going to have to try and remember to put Look Fantastic up first. So, got one of my pretty cushions, put it on my lap. Right, Glossy Box. I don't know what's in this one at all. They're always very, very efficient, Glossy Box. It always comes on time. It's always beautifully done as well, look. With the ribbon and the... So, let's see. It says makeup and magic. And it shows what's inside. Are there prices on this one? Yeah, there are prices on this one. There wasn't prices on the Look Fantastic one. Rip it open. Oh, bit of beauty for the month, hey. Okay. What should we start with? First of all, I've got an argan oil from Morocco. Argan oil from Morocco. It is a repairing deep conditioner. There's quite a lot in here, actually. Quite a lot. Is it a one-time treatment or a two-time treatment? I don't know. It says it's a colour-safe formula. Strengthens and restores dry, damaged hair. I use quite a lot of sort of Moroccan oils and things like that. The original one is the best, I think. Oh, it's by Hask Hair. Argan oil repairing deep conditioner. It'll turn dry and damaged hair into luscious locks as if by magic. Super strengthening and intensely hydrating. Massage this miracle working product into clean wet hair, focusing on damaged areas. Leave on for up to 10 minutes before rinsing well. And the RRP on it is £2. Because that's a heck of a lot. I could not use all of that in one. Oh, it says each packet contains 2 to 3 uses. It's in tiny writing on back. I was going to say, I'd look like I'd have my head in the chip pan if I used that. I'd be in there forever trying to rinse it off. But I'm happy to have that. Anything to do with my hair. You know, I'm a bit hair obsessed at the minute. You know, so it's all scragged back and tied up today. Oh. And then next up is ultraviolet. What is this? Ultraviolet. Well, now I've got this in here, but the booklet, I've got this by, it's called Generation Clay Ultraviolet Brightening Purple Clay Mask. But according to the leaflet, what I should have is a Mud Masky Leave Me On Autumn Mask, valued at £35, but I don't have it. I have this one. So they must have run out, and I've got this one. So I can't tell you much about it. It says, apply an even layer to clean dry skin, wait approximately 10 minutes or until the mask starts to tighten. Use water to gently rinse off your mask in circular motions, then lightly pat your skin dry. It refines, brightens, illuminates and nurtures. Okay. It's Australian Botanicals with Davidson Plum. Well, I'll give it a whirl. I don't know why I haven't got the Mud Masky, and there's no mention of it in here. What does it say about the Mud Masky? It helps reduce the appearance of sunspots. Are very different, because the Mud Masky one is a leave on. So you'd put a little bit on and leave it all day. You don't take it off, whereas this is an actual mask. So that's a bit strange, but hey ho. Then we have another mask. I think this is I think I might wear this on Monday actually. This is a Kibella Professional Recharge and Restore Purple Moonstone Glitter Gel Mask. Recharges the mind and rejuvenates the skin. This is $2.49 to buy. And it says, are you lusting after radiant glowing skin? Well, this hydrating gel mask will cast a spell and make exactly that happen. Enriched with recharging moonstone extract and glitter shimmer particles, it'll leave your skin feeling bright and nourished. Simply apply the mask with your fingertips to freshly cleanse skin and leave to work its magic. So it's just a goo that I rub all over my face, and it says it's got caffeine in it. That's always good for waking my skin up. Cleansing charcoal powder, as I say, the moonstone, and some glitter. Okay, I'll give that a go on Monday, I think. I think you may see me sitting there with a glittery face. Make a change from that mud masky one that I wore. Oh, in fact, mud masky again. That I wore in the last one, where I had that like greeny brown face. I looked a bit like Shrek. I tell you what I looked like. Fiona in Shrek. Anyway, so that's that. Next up is, oh, a pencil. Not a pencil, what am I talking about? A brush. Pencil. By Spectrum Zodiac. Can you tell I'm in a funny mood today? Probably can. Right, let's get it out of the thing. Well, that's a nice brush actually. So this is a limited edition B07 brush. You see, B07. I mean, B07. What's that for? You know, dusting the dust out of your nostrils? I mean, I really don't know why they call them stupid things like that, but never mind. Add definition to otherworldly makeup with this tall, pointed, it's a blender brush. Super soft synthetic bristles, gold tool, taper at the top into a defined flame shape. That's a flame shape apparently, which will effortlessly glide across the lid and into the crease of the eye. RRP $7.99. Well, it probably is $7.99, and it does feel nice. So really now I need to go and get a bit of paper and glue it on here saying blender brush, because I'll never remember what a B07 is. Anyway, happy. And then last but not least, I think, yes, last thing in here is a palette. It's by La Splash Cosmetics. Can you see? Isn't that pretty in the gold? I don't know how much you're going to be able to see because I'm in the conservatory, so there's a heck of a lot of light going on. La Splash eyeshadow palette. Let's have a look. Oh, and that's nice. Can you see the zodiac sort of symbols on it? Oh, and mine's arrived whole. I know a lot of people have been having trouble, not necessarily with this particular box, but I've watched a few unboxings lately of people with some boxes in America, boxes that we don't get. But there was one in particular that just, it seemed like almost everyone, their palette arrived really damaged. Would it be Fashion Star? Fashion Star? Some name like that. Anyway, and they were all arriving because Jean Louise's was absolutely destroyed. But if I take the plastic off, that is really nice. Look at that. Look at that black. My goodness, that's black. I will never use that black, but isn't that nice? I do like the brown called Tiger's Eye. Rose quartz. It's very in at the moment, isn't it? Glittery rose colours. That's it there. Very in at the minute. Selenite is the palest. I'm definitely going to keep this, I think, so I'm just going to rub a few around. Oh yeah, there's some very pretty colours in here actually. I don't know that they'll come across very well. Can you see that sort of slight pinky peachy shade? That one is called Sunstone. I'm really pleased with that actually. That can go in my collection and will definitely get a whirl. A whirl? Yeah. In fact, I might do a get ready with me one of these days during lockdown, and we can have a good old chat, and I'll show you what I do when I'm having a bash at doing good eye makeup. Doing good eye makeup. Oh, I sound so well educated today. And then the December sneak peek. December sneak peek is Symbiosis Glycolic Acid and RNA Overnight Rejuvenating Eye Serum, worth an incredible £102. It's going to be in the box next month. Well, if you're not getting Glossy Box, you should get Glossy Box just for that, even if you drop it the following month. 102. The only thing with that is I always do worry that one of these days I'm going to get sent something like that for £102 and think this is amazing. And then you've got to keep buying it, or even worse, you can't afford to buy it and it just, you know, you feel naff about it. But hey, it'll be nice to try. What else does it say on here? There's a glossy lounge, refer a friend, and you can go into a social competition. I never do competitions. So that was my Glossy Box. So that really pretty palette. Did I say how much that palette was worth? I don't think I did. Valued at £29. I've never heard of Last Splash, but I'm willing to give it a go. So £29. So, I mean, the box is like, oh, I think it's about £15. I will put it in the bottom. I think it's £15. So that's £29. So I'm £14 ahead with one product. And then I've got a really nice brush, and you can never go wrong with a brush, really, can you? Even if, like me, you never know quite what they're for. A clay mask, which should have been a mud masky leave-on mask. Strange. A gel face mask for Monday. I'm happy. And some argan oil to do a conditioning treatment on my hair a few times. So I'm happy with that. That's 2 beauty boxes I've opened today. I did my Look Fantastic, as I said, and now I've done Glossy Box, and I like them both. There are different things in each. And that's one of the things I do enjoy about these smaller beauty boxes. Because you're only paying £15 or £13 or, you know, something around that price range, you can mix and match and try so many different things, especially at the moment. I mean, I'm despairing. I really, really want a new foundation for the winter. And there are a couple of brands I would love to try. But of course, we can't even get testers. And I don't understand why some of the really big brands out there aren't doing something as simple as, if we order a foundation, they send with us a sample. So we try the sample, and then if the colour is wrong, we can send that back and say, I need a lighter shade or a darker shade. Why we've got to pay, you know, I mean, let's be fair, for good foundation, £40, £50 for a foundation, and the colour may be wrong, and then it becomes a massively expensive mistake. Because I would love to know what colour I should be for certain foundations, because they would go on my Christmas list. I mean, honestly, you know, for £40, £50, it'll go on my Christmas list, and then I could have a little treat of a really nice foundation. I mean, today I'm just wearing, I think I'm wearing Maybelline today, you know, so generally I just use ordinary ones, but for special occasions and going out when you want things to last a bit better or look a little bit more flawless, and you're going to spend that time on doing your makeup, then I don't mind occasionally paying £30, £40 for a foundation. But I would mind if I ended up with one that was the wrong flipping colour. So they're going to have to come up with a way to make life easier for us girls, because, well, my hubby, who, you know, he's a businessman of sorts, and he reads a lot of these sort of Financial Timeses and all that sort of stuff that I don't look at, but he was saying that apparently the cosmetics industry has been hit really, really hard by the lockdowns. And I said, I can imagine it, because we've all been ordering face creams and face masks and things like that because we wanted treats, but we were at home. What's the point in putting on a lippy or a blusher or a whatever? And even worse, we can't try them either. So I can see that they would be having a pretty miserable year, but they're going to have to pull their socks up, get their act together, all those kinds of things, and start doing that, saying to us all, either say, well, no, it would be too expensive of them to say, you can try it, and if you don't like it, send it back. Although I think Illamasqua does that, because they help you choose your foundation, and then if it's the wrong colour, they will swap it out for you. But as I say, if they just put in a sample, you know, a sachet, a bit like that face mask, well, not even as big as the face mask. Here's the face mask. I mean, it could be a fraction of the size of this. It could be, you know, just like that size, with enough to do one thin coat on your face so you can get the idea of, does it match my face or not? I mean, if they did that and put it in with every purchase, I wouldn't be afraid to buy. I would be willing to go through the foundation finder nonsense and, you know, take a punt, because you know that money isn't a complete waste. I always remember buying from Debenhams. I'm not going to say what makeup brand it was, but it was one of the pretty good ones, you know. Buying a foundation for myself that the lady had matched to me. You know, she sat me on the stool and she did all this nonsense and all of that. And I thought, great, it looked great on the mirror. I thought, yeah, great. Got home, and where she'd done this patch on my face, it was awful. It was absolutely awful. It was so the wrong colour. And of course I had to go back and change it. Only I didn't have my receipt, did I? Who knows where the receipt went that day? That day was a shopping trip. This is going back a fair few years. But I was buying for other people. I was buying, I think that might have been a Christmas, you know. And I was buying Christmas presents. And I could find the receipt for the bacon sandwich I'd had, but I couldn't find the receipt for the flipping foundation. And the trouble that woman gave me, she really, really did. And I only wanted to swap it out for another colour, but I think she was so offended that I said, look, you know, your colour matched me, but babe, you got it wrong. She was really huffy with me. I ended up having a terrible row with them. I mean, they did switch it out in the end, but I swore I'd never go to that Debenhams again. Well, I did go to that Debenhams again, but I went in, you know, with a hat on and stuff, and very reluctantly, only if I had to, because I just thought they'd treated me so poorly. And that's when you can go in and have it done. I always remember my mum. This is a funny story. My mother would kill me if she knew I was telling you this. You probably won't have lasted this long on this video, so you'll never see it. But she went and had her photographs done. Do you remember there was a fashion back about 20 years ago for women to go and have glamorous shots done, glamorous photo session done, to give the pictures to their husbands, yeah? Somehow my mother ended up doing this. To this day, I don't know how she ended up doing this. And she had these photos taken. Wow. I mean, I was awful. I feel badly about it now when I think about it. I laughed so hard when I saw those pictures. They made her take her glasses off. One of them she had a feather boa on, but worse than that, I had to pick her up because my mother doesn't drive. So my father had dropped her off on the way somewhere. I think he was going to work. And she did this thing, and then I had to go and pick her up at like 12 o'clock. And she came out and she'd left the makeup on that the makeup artist had done for this shoot. When she walked towards the car, now my mother doesn't wear a lot of makeup. She's blessed with her skin, and also she can't bear anything around her eyes. She's very sensitive, they water and everything. But she had on so much makeup. So much makeup. She was orange with this makeup, and she thought she looked like the bomb. And she got in the car, and I said to her, Mum, I said, Mum, there's wet wipes. I had little ones at the time. There's wet wipes in the glove box. I said, if you want to take that off. And she said, why would I take it off? I think this is the best I've ever looked. I said, Mum, look in the bloody sun visor. So because she pulled the sun visor down the car, and she was like, oh my God, I was on the street like this. Oh, I still remember it. My dad did like the pictures, funny enough, but my mum never really did live it down, and I couldn't help it. I mean, my dad and my mum, they put them on the wall. And I was like, Mum, I really don't want to see you reclining on a silky bed in a negligee. I mean, it wasn't skimpy. There was nothing there. You know, she wasn't showing anything that she shouldn't be showing. But it was the whole sort of seductive pose with the... Oh, I couldn't deal with it. There was absolutely no way. So, yeah, that was funny. I don't know how did I get on. Oh, I got the foundation colours. See, terrible day. Shouldn't be filming today. I shouldn't be. I should be, yeah, I should be doing something else. Anyway, that's 2 beauty boxes that I filmed today. And that was the latest one, which was Glossy Box. I hope wherever you are, you're happy and healthy and well and stay safe. Okay, bye guys.